All right, what's up, guys? We're here in day one of Vintage Cube. Going to be doing some sweet stuff with some pretty busted cards. So let's see what we got in pack number one. Brazen Borrower, that's a new card. Um, Other than that, though, there isn't really anything that's really too busted. This looks like a very Legacy Cube pack. Um, Brazen Borrower seems like it could be a good card against creatures, but otherwise not that great. Taiga is a pretty bad duel. Lightning Bolt is like okay interaction. I think I'm actually going to take Repeal here just because blue is so good in this cube and it's a card that just sort of like generically good. Or we can try and go mono red. I could take Eidolon here. I could take Eidolon and just try and backdoor into mono red. I'm gonna take Lightning Bolt actually. I'm gonna try and get into mono red via Lightning Bolt first. And Lightning Bolt is sort of a generically okay card. Eidolon, I think, has a little bit of a better chance of wheeling. So what do we have here? Still not too many great things. We have Mind's Desire, which is pretty good if we're doing some stormy stuff, but as an early pick, I don't think it's that great. We have Looter, kind of a generically okay card, good in Reanimator. We have Lightning Strike is just some more interaction if we want to try and start cutting mono red. I don't know if I really want to do that necessarily, though. I was hearing from people that early on in Cube life, people try to do some of the more busted stuff, and that mono red might be able to just like be available, though. I don't think I'm really passing anything that I would otherwise want, so I'm actually just going to go ahead and take Lightning Strike here and see if we can just start cutting red. All right, what other red stuff do we have? So the only real vintage card that I'm seeing here is Bazaar. Eureka is just like as likely to lose you the game as win you the game, probably even more likely to lose you the game. Bazaar is okay in some sort of like Reanimator type strategy. Fireblast is probably the best burn card here. Probably the best burn card here. Zealous Conscripts allows us to stay open to like Kiki Jiki and stuff too. So it's the more generically good card. So maybe we can try and send signals that red isn't open and hope that this wheels. And let's take Zealous Conscript now. Might be able to get into like blue-red or something. What does this guy do? Destroy an artifact for 1. That's actually not that bad in mono red. Is there anything else that we would want to do? So this is a 1 mana destroy artifact or 2 mana 2/1. So that seems like really bad, but in a format with tons of artifacts, it's actually like not terrible to just be able to like ping something. If we want to just stay in red, we can definitely do that. Our other option of red card is Past in Flames, which is not really a red card. That's like more of a Grixis Storm card. We could also try and go in red-white aggro, but I kind of like mono red a lot more than splitting colors. So I'm going to go ahead and try out this new adventure card. And this does not look like a vintage deck so far. Ooh, but we did get Koth. We got Koth, and then there's Avalanche Riders. So it seems like red is pretty open right now. Koth can definitely just start like pounding away. Man, Oko, I feel like Oko can definitely win some games in this format. There's just so many artifacts that this can turn into 3/3s, and even though people are doing busted things, they are kind of like doing them slowly in Vintage Cube. This can just come out early and just start beating people in. But I think I'm going to take Koth here, try and wheel the Avalanche Riders. And we're cutting red pretty hard. Definitely hoping that we get that Fire Blast. Oops. Okay, so what else do we have here? Not too much great mono red stuff. We have Faithless Looting, but that's card disadvantage, and I don't really think we're going to be doing anything Reanimator-ish. There's also Relic as just like an okay sideboard card against Reanimator. There's also Legion's Landing if we do want to go red white aggro. I guess I'll just take Faithless Looting just to send signals that red is not open. I don't think I'm necessarily going to be playing it though. Okay, so here we can either take the dual land, the bad dual land. Seething Song could also be okay too. We could bust out something kind of early. White did seem a little open because we had seen Thalia, and we could like get into Boros aggro. I feel like Seething Song though, we could probably get some busted stuff out there pretty early. So I'll take the Seething Song. Ooh, Runaway Steamkin. That definitely seems pretty good for this deck. So we can go ahead and add more mana, make this thing big. All right, so I think that we're cutting red hard enough that people are getting the idea. And then we're just passing some other like meh cards. I haven't really seen anything totally busted yet, so I don't really feel bad about our mono red pick. And we did wheel the Eidolon. That is great news for us. So we're definitely going to be taking that. Pack Rat can also be definitely good in aggro decks, but I think that the mono red, like staying just red, leaves us open to being able to take things like Rishadan Port and Wasteland Strip Mine a lot easier. So I'll go ahead and take Eidolon. Okay, so what else do we have here? We have Stone Coil, which is just kind of a semi-annoying creature to deal with. And we can kind of make it big. There's also Needle Spires, but I think that we're sort of passing on the red-white aggro stuff. And I don't really love FTK, so I'm going to go ahead and take the Serpent. And then we wield Fire Blast, so that's a good sign for us. So red is open. Red is open. So I know I was just saying that we didn't really want to take Thalia, but I think it's the best card out of any of the ones here. If we can get some red-white duels, maybe we splash white. Definitely going to take Avalanche Riders here. Helps with aggro. Might help with some future land destruction. All right, we'll take Legion's Landing for the same reason that we were taking Thalia. Sweet. So we have a pretty good start to a mono red deck here. And what else did we open? So I'm pretty much now committed to the mono red aggro plan, I think. I'm trying to see if there's anything that would sort of convince me otherwise. Yawgmoth's Will is a insane card, but not for this deck. I don't even think... Maybe there's some power if we open it that we would be able to fit in here. Light Up the Stage gives us card draw in mono red. And Spectacle, I'm hoping, is going to be pretty easy for us to turn on. I don't think there's any of these artifacts are worth grabbing. Porcelain Legionnaire is pretty good for aggro stuff. Hangerback Walker can be an annoying creature. Crucible, if we get like Strip Mine, can be good. But I think Light Up the Stage is probably the best mono red card here. All right, so what do we have here? We have Revoker for disruptive stuff. There's also Wildfire. But this isn't really a Wildfire deck. We're going to be trying to beat down with creatures. And yeah, that's not exactly what we want to be doing. There's also Blood Crypt if we want to splash black. But red has just seemed like so open that I don't even know if it's worth it. I don't really love Young Pyromancer. Well, actually, let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sorcery instants of sorcery so far. So is that better than Revoker? Pyromancer might actually be okay, but we might be more likely to wheel it, so I'll actually just take the Revoker since it's a little bit of that disruption that we were talking about wanting. Ooh, Shrine of Burning Rage. That's a pretty good pickup. This can just sort of start clocking in for some pretty heavy damage. Things that we're passing here. Daretti is a mono red card, but it's not like really something we would necessarily want to play. So I don't know what else we would be missing out here, but maybe like Gideon if we do splash into white somehow, if we pick up like some fetches and some stuff. But yeah, Shrine is just really good for us. Okay, so we have Burning, which similar to Wildfire, we don't really want to get. There's Bonfire, but Bonfire is like pretty hard to pull off, especially in mono red. We could just like top deck into it and I don't know, try and burn someone for what, like 4 and then cast Fire Blast and maybe win the game that way. The fact that you can't really plan for it is definitely bad. You know, we're not playing blue or anything, so we can't brainstorm or Jace this to the top. I think I still do have to take it though, to just, I don't really know what else I would take here. So I'll go ahead and grab that. I think I'll put it in the sideboard for now. All right, so now we have a choice. We can go kind of like more mid-rangey aggro, or we can go full-on aggro. Chandra being the choice for mid-range, and then Jackal Pup being the other choice. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this Jackal Pup is like almost 100% going to wheel. So I'll go ahead and take a Chandra. We have 2 of the best mono red planeswalkers. Seasoned Pyromancer is pretty good for us because it allows us to get card draw. Usually our hand is going to be pretty empty, I think, especially if we pick up something like a Hazoret. We're going to want to get our hand pretty empty. And being able to draw a little bit more gas in like the mid game is definitely pretty good, I think. So we'll go ahead and pick that up. And then we got another very good mono red card. So this is turning out to be like a pretty busted mono red deck. I mean, we have Eidolon, Shrine, now Goblin Guide. So this is like, we definitely found the open lane, and we're just now like hoping that all of the good red cards are getting picked up. I even like Stonecoil, honestly, as like an annoying creature to deal with that is just super flexible. It gets kind of bad because of all the artifact hate that's in the format, but I think regardless, maybe we can wheel Ancient Grudge and pick up some green splash to play that. And then here I'm going to take Thundermaw Hellkite. Just another great aggressive card. Yeah. Between like this and Fire Blast and maybe Bonfire, like we have some pretty high level reach as well. We also picked up Bolt as our first pick as well. Like the best burn spell. We passed on Armageddon and now Ravages, which are like some of the best cards that we could get, I think, for if we were going for red-white aggro. So Pia and Kieran Nalaar. I'm trying to think about if I want to get that or Porcelain Legionnaire. I think I actually kind of want to get the Legionnaire. It's just cheaper and aggressive. Yeah, I'm going to pick up the Legionnaire. And then we wheel the Young Pyromancer. That's awesome. So I definitely think I'm going to play that. Daretti. Man, red is just so open. People are just like not respecting red at all. I'm trying to think of if Nahiri is worth it or Gideon. Daretti and like Shrine is kind of a thing. I guess I'll just pick it and move it to the board. And then here, I think that we're more likely to splash for the Fairgrounds Warden. We could take Burning Yeah, okay. I don't think I'm going to play it, but I'll take Burning. All right, then we wheel Jackal Pup. So go ahead and grab that as a good one drop. And we got Armageddon as well. And we got Ancient Grudge. So now green is potentially alive for us as a light splash so that we can play this against all of the busted artifacts. Oh, wow. So we did open 2 pieces of power now. Worst piece of power, and then a medium piece of power. Yeah. So stuff we're passing here, we're passing Imperial Recruiter and Banefire. I'm going to be taking Mox Emeralds. We have a lot of heavy red, but I think that just being able to get out a little bit faster, so like we can go, I don't know, turn 1 Runaway Steamkin or Young Pyromancer and just like hit the board a little bit quicker, maybe turn 1 Porcelain Legionnaire. If this was Ruby, like it wouldn't even be a question at all. Like I would have already picked it. But I mean, Power 9 Moxes are just so good, and in aggressive decks, they basically just like double your mana when you're able to get them out. So yeah, hopefully we can wheel. I think I like the Imperial Recruiter better than Banefire. We're not going to get a ton of mana to do Banefire stuff. Phyrexian Metamorph is also not terrible. But yeah, I'll go ahead and take Mox Emerald. All right, what do we got here? So we have Figure of Destiny, which I think is probably likely to wheel. That's definitely a good mana sink for mono red stuff, especially if we go like Seething Song and then just dump a bunch of mana into Figure of Destiny. I kind of like taking Wheel of Fortune though. I think that this is going to wheel. If not, maybe we can pick up Mizzium Mortars, and we already have so many playables, to be honest. Wheel of Fortune just like is more likely to get picked up, and it's just gas for us. We're probably going to go low on cards, and being able to draw into more burn stuff is just so good. So yeah, I'm going to pick up Wheel here. All right, so what do we got? So we have choices now. We could get... Oh, no, we don't have choices. I see Smuggler's Copter. I was looking at the red cards. I wasn't even paying attention to the other stuff. Ancient Tomb is also pretty good, but honestly, I think we have so much red. I think we have so much like red that Ancient Tomb is probably a little bit worse than Smuggler's Copter. Smuggler's Copter is just going to be like beating and looting all day with how many creatures that we have. It's just such a good aggressive card. But will it wheel? Okay, so what are we going to wheel out of this pack? Inferno Titan is pretty good for us. If we pick up like Kiki Jiki, obviously Splinter Twin is insane. Just having burn with some sort of Kiki Jiki plan as well is definitely good. I think I got to take the Copter here, though. And then there's this pack. All right, so we have... That is a red-white duel if we do feel like splashing. But honestly, like... I think that we're so late right now. A lot of the disruptive cards, like if you go red-white, you're trying to get like really disruptive, right? You're not trying to just burn your opponent. So I don't know if Sacred Foundry is really where we want to go right now, because we have Burst Lightning here. Like cards that I would want to put in red-white are things like Mana Tithe, where I can go like Goblin Guide on turn 1, hit you, and then on turn 2 do a 1-drop, and then also Mana Tithe you. But I think it's a little bit too late for us to do white stuff, so I'll go ahead and grab Burst Lightning. Dreadhorde Arcanist seems pretty good. We can flash back Lightning Bolt and Burst Lightning, and actually there's not much else that we can do, huh? There's also Boros Signet. Boros Signet kind of helps with our white splash that I just said we wouldn't be doing, but it does also like ramp us a little bit. There's nothing really that makes there's nothing really that makes our... God, this with Lightning Bolt is just so good though. It deals 7 damage. Maybe we try to wheel this though and just take the Signet and try and just like get a little bit quicker up to our mid-range stuff. All right, I'll take the Signet. Chain Lightning. Yeah, just another Lightning Bolt. Kind of makes you wish that I took up the Arcanist, but maybe we'll end up wheeling it. The 1 mana burn spells are just so good. So go ahead and take Chain Lightning. All right, so we have Daredevil, Forge Master. Is there anything that we're going to want to grab with this? We actually do have a decent amount of artifacts, interestingly. But I think Dire Fleet, it's just a 2/1 burst strike. And then it also like acts as a Snapcaster Mage too. A pseudo Snapcaster. Yeah, let's go ahead and take Dire Fleet. All right. So we have Pyroclasm, and then we have Empty. Pyroclasm is kind of not what we want to do. We don't really want to deal damage to our own creatures. Empty is like kind of funny because we can just go like aggro Empty. And then Siege Gang. Siege Gang is just like a wide creature. We do have Seething Song, and we do have Wheel of Fortune for like semi-storm stuff, but I think I'm just going to take Siege Gang. I don't even know if I'm going to play it, though. It seems like weaker than some of our other stuff. Zealot's Conscripts also acts as burn because you can grab something semi-decent and then just hit him in the face with it immediately. I'll go ahead and grab Recruiter because it grabs our entire deck at the moment. And we're literally just picking up every red card. All right, so we didn't wheel... I don't remember what was in this pack. Oh, I think it was Splinter Twin, right? It was that, and then I took the Copter from this pack. So we'll take Inferno Titan, but I don't know if we're actually going to play it. Goblin Welder. I don't really think we're going to play that either, but I'll just go ahead and take it because it's red. Drafting's hard when you just pick up red stuff. And I'm kind of hoping that we wheel the Arcanist. I think that the Arcanist may have been in this pack. Not really going to play any of these. Not going to play that, and not going to play that. Okay, so we didn't get the Arcanist, which I don't remember what I picked instead of it, but honestly, we just have so many red cards that I think that that's fine. I'm trying to think of the cards that you would want to have in mono red, and I think we have all of them. We have Goblin Guide, we have Lightning Bolt, we have Chain Lightning, we have Burst Lightning. I think that's all of the 1 mana burn. And then we have Lightning Strike is more burn. We have Steamkin, which seems really good. Eidolon is like the best burn spell. This ends up dealing like 4 or 6 or 8 damage at least. Koth is just so good as mid-range. But we do have to kind of start cutting stuff. So what do we want to cut? I guess it depends on how aggressive we want to get. So, I'm just going to look up something really quick. Okay, so the good thing about this deck is that we can just run mountains. We didn't pick up any of the really good effects like Strip Mine or Wasteland or anything, but I think that that's fine. Koth will make that stuff bigger. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a pile of like, I'm just going to do like a new pseudo draft since we have so many things to pick from. So let me just go ahead and just make some piles of cards that I just know are going to be insane. All right. So basically the best card on turn 1 is Goblin Guide. So we're definitely playing that. Same thing with Lightning Bolt, wherever I just put that. Lightning Bolt, we're definitely playing. And then Chain Lightning, we're also definitely playing. As far as 2-drops, I'm not saying that those are the only 1-drops, but those are the best ones. We're definitely going to be playing Eidolon. I'm trying to think of what else is just insane. This seems like I could probably side it in, so I'll go ahead and leave that on the side. Figure of Destiny versus Jackal Pup, or running both. Having lots of 1-drops is definitely pretty good. I don't think we need to run Faithless Looting. I'm just going through all the 1-drops that I have. This is where it's kind of hard to build a deck when you just have everything. I think we're definitely going to be playing Fire Blast, just switching to the other end of the spectrum. Porcelain Legionnaire, I think, is also just a really good aggressive card. Imperial Recruiter can grab... What can it grab? It can grab Pyromancer. It can grab other Pyromancer. Runaway Steamkin also seems like kind of a no-brainer. It's going to get really big really quick. Lightning Strike is also just burn. I think we want as many burn spells as we can. Seasoned Pyromancer also just seems like really good. Especially when we get low on cards. Trying to sort of balance our direct burn and aggressive stuff with sustainability. So like Light Up the Stage. Light Up the Stage is a really good card for allowing us to draw into more gas. But it does require us to sort of so it's like a win more card because you need to have dealt damage to them basically. But you do get to play that stuff until their next turn. So I think we're going to be keeping that. I think that both Planeswalkers are good enough to play. Koth can just deal so much damage, and then Chandra just also allows us to deal damage, ramp into some other stuff the next turn. I think Smuggler's Copter we're definitely going to be playing as well. What else? I think we're going to play the Mox, so we're going to play... I'm trying to determine how many lands we want to play. I'm trying to see if we want to play 15 or even 14 lands. All right. I think Burst Lightning is just more burn, so we should play that. Revoker is pretty good as a 2/1, and it does hit a lot of stuff. It's like our only disruptive piece. Debating. I think I'm going to put in Young Pyro just because we have so many burn spells. So many burn spells. I don't know if there's any other burn spells that we don't have. Maybe Fire Blast. I think that might be one of the only ones. We're going to dump our hand quicker than our opponent, but people can do some really gross stuff where, if they just go Fast Bond or something. I'm just trying to think of if people can dump their hands quicker than us and we can use Wheel. Because you don't really, we don't want to use Wheel necessarily on turn 3. Or maybe we do. Maybe we just go, 2 lands and 3 spells and then Wheel. So turn 1, burn spell. Turn 2, another land, 2 burn spells. Turn 3, Wheel. This is just embarrassment of riches as far as what we can play. I think Avalanche Riders is also good. Deal some damage and can take our opponent off. I think that Conscripts and Thundermaw are good top ends that can just help us close out the game. Between these three cards, and I guess I'll include Koth in this as well. We got some good we got some good reach like right at the end to finish a game. All right. So I'm thinking of playing 15 lands in a Mox. I think should be fine. Man, if this was Mox Ruby, this would be like just so good. I think Inferno Titan might just be like a little bit too big. I think our top end wants to be right around here. So if that's the case, let's put in Figure of Destiny and Jackal Pup and just be like super duper aggressive. And then we want to grab two more cards, I guess, between these. So we can put in Seething Song. It helps with Young Pyromancer, and it also helps bring out our top end as well. Like we can turn 3 Thundermaw or Chandra or Zealous Conscripts, and that all seems pretty good. I would love if we had like a Hazoret, but I think that Seething Song might be good enough. And I do like, if we're putting Seething Song in, I like having Wheel as well. Both synergize with Young Pyromancer. And you can take the tokens and start crewing the Copter as well. And then I'm considering Stone Coil versus Dire Fleet. I guess with Dire Fleet, you can only cast that card this turn. So it seems more of like a fun control-ish card. Whereas Stone Coil just seems like a good aggressive creature on any point of the curve. And then I can play one more card. One more card, huh? I think probably... Oh, Shrine. I totally forgot about Shrine. Yeah, we definitely want to play that as well. So then we won't be playing Signet. But I think that's fine. I think we can just naturally curve out so well. It's just such an aggressive curve. It's just such an aggressive curve. Yeah, okay, so our curve is just bunch of 1-drops, bunch of 2-drops, some 3-drops, and then taper off and just win the game. And I think that having 15 lands is going to be okay because we have... we kind of want to start playing into maybe 2 cards and then like play a card and Wheel of Fortune or something. So I'll go ahead and add some cards. We do not want any planes though. As good as you can get. And having this mana base just makes it so good for us too. It just makes our deck so consistent. And while our opponents are going to start hopefully doing some like stupid, dirtily stuff, we can just kill them way before that happens. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and run this, and I'll see you guys in round number 1. Okay, here we are in round number 1. This is not the best burn hand, but we do have a turn 1 play, and then we can just start putting stuff into it. But I think that we can probably do better. Because this is not going to start hitting down until like turn 3, really. It'll hit for 2, and yeah. Yeah, I think we got to mulligan this. This is more of a burn hand. So we can keep this and probably throw back Koth. I think it's just a little too expensive. We can just dump our hand and then Wheel of Fortune. So I'll keep and throw back Koth. And it's too bad that we're on the draw, because otherwise this could be a real good hand. And I don't think that we want to wait on anything. I think we literally just want to Yeah, you want 4 turns? Okay, that's fine. I think we're just going to want to chain lightning our opponent. Or do we want to just stone coil on 1? So what's our curve going to be? We're going to go... I think it's probably just better to just chain lightning them, right? Because we're going to wheel... We're going to go Wheel of Fortune. And we might be able to make Stone Coil big before we do Wheel of Fortune. So I'm just actually going to go ahead and just burn them. Basically just tell them that we're mono red. I mean, the way that this deck is going to win is by doing exactly what I just did. And they're playing Shocklands too. Great. So they're going to freebooter us. But then we're going to play Eidolon. They're probably going to take Wheel, I think. They can either take Wheel or Shrine of Burning Rage. Okay, so they take Shrine. Interesting. So I definitely think that we're going to want to play Eidolon here. And then I think next turn we're going to go for a 3/3 Stone Coil. And that goes down to 2. Okay. So that's good to know. Because I'd like to do Wheel after they do that. Ashiok, sure. That doesn't really affect the board at all, so... what did we get exiled? Yep, that's fine. Wow, and attacking me. That is a bold move, my friend. All right, Mountain. And then we're just going to go ahead and hit our opponent, because that's what this deck is built to do. And then let's just go ahead and play a Stone Coil. And we'll take some damage, but it's now the biggest thing on the board. And I'm hoping we draw something next turn, so I can play something next turn, they draw a bunch of cards, and then I wheel, so that they don't end up with like a billion spells. Okay. And they're already down to 10. What do we got here? Hopefully something that costs a little bit of mana. Like just a teeny bit so that you take some damage from Eidolon. Alright, sacrifices a creature. I think that we want to keep Eidolon still. Because it's bigger than Kite Sail. And this doesn't, yeah. So they can get the Porcelain Legionnaire, but I don't think that matters. I think I'm just going to go ahead and sacrifice the bigger creature, but this will help us win even without burn as well. So let's hope to draw a threat here, or just something to do. And we didn't. Okay. So I don't think we want to wheel here. I think we want to wait until after their Ancestral Vision resolves, which is kind of unfortunate. We have a little bit of a misstep here. But I'm still going to attack them and get them pretty low. So they're going to go ahead and draw their cards. Opponent is thinking about targeting me? Are they like actually considering? Oh, they're just considering casting it. Yeah, because they take some damage off of that. And then they draw their cards. Now they're up to 5 mana, so they might be able to start playing some stuff that gets out of Eidolon range. They're going to put Thundermaw Hellkite out. Okay. So Thundermaw is definitely big. It's our biggest thing. But I'm hoping that we can win. What other spells? Okay, so we still have like Lightning Bolt, Burst Lightning, some other stuff. that we can play. So what do I want to do here? So I can either go Young Pyro into Wheel of Fortune, or I can just Wheel of Fortune with 2 open mana. I think it's better to go. I don't think the 1/1s are going to help us. So I'm just going to go Mountain and then Wheel. And we'll take some damage. That Thundermaw is kind of scary against us now as well. Okay, great. So now what can we do? Now we can... They don't have any open mana, so we're dead to Force of Will. But even then, we can play Copter. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of 2 mountains and Fire Blast them. Nice. All right. So I think we kind of just totally stomped all over them with mono red there. So I don't know if I want to bring in anything. Maybe Phyrexian Revoker, because that's kind of annoying. I don't even know what I would take out. Yeah, I don't even know what I would take out. I guess on the draw, Avalanche Riders is not quite as good. But they seemed like so slow and dirtily. Being able to just prevent them from doing stuff just seems amazing. Plus, like, we even just beat Ashiok. We don't even know what else they're going to be doing. Like, Ashiok was annoying because it got the Thundermaw out, but that was just way too late. And that was also kind of lucky. Yeah. I think I'm just going to run it back. Okay. So we have 1 mana. But if we draw any land, we can start doing stuff. Do I like those odds? The main thing I want to be able to get down is Shrine of Burning Rage. So I can go like turn 1, Figure of Destiny, and then hope we draw a land. The 1 land is sketchy. Okay, if we draw a second land within 2 turns, let's say. Because next turn I can also dump mana into Figure of Destiny. So it'll be a 2/2, and I can attack with the 2/2. If we draw a card, then I can drop Shrine, Runaway Steamkin, and that leads us to more mana as well. We can light up the stage. Yeah, I think that even with a 1-lander, this is good enough. We also are like 50-50 for drawing a land each turn right now. Okay. So I think I kind of want to just lead on Chain Lightning again. Since we have Bolt in hand, it just puts our opponent down so low, down to 14 immediately, and they already showed that they're playing some shocks. We said the Blood Crypt at least. All right. So this is a replay of last game. And they have their pick of the litter. Are they going to take Shrine again? Okay, they're going to take the Bolt, since that removes that. So let's draw a land here. Not a land. All right, let's play Figure. And let's draw a land next turn. Because if we can drop Eidolon, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. Ashiok again? Okay, so we're just replaying the last game. And... okay. Sure. I still don't know if I agree with that attacking, because we have so much aggressive stuff. Whiffing on lands. Well, we're going to go ahead and make Figure of Destiny a 2/2, and then attack. And I may have been too greedy with a sketchy keep. So going to put out Porcelain Legionnaire. All right. Land. Land. One time. Land. No land. All right. Well, we just have to pass. And we're probably not going to be winning this one. But the good news is that in game 3, we get to be on the play. So that's definitely going to help us. What have we exiled? Koth. And some mountains. All right. Land. So I think if we get a land, we need to drop Steamkin so that we can start generating mana through it. Yeah. So we drop Steamkin. And then we can make some mana, maybe get up to like Chandra territory. Or do we just drop Eidolon? I think the problem with Eidolon is we're going to start taking damage from it as well. So I'm going to play Steamkin first. I got a little too greedy with my one lander. But hey, it's burn, you know. All right, that's like Avalanche Riders, Jackal Pup. K command. All right, we can go ahead and discard. We can discard. Debating Chandra. I guess Chandra doesn't do any direct damage. Thundermaw, we're a million miles away from casting, but if we get Seething Song, this is a way better top end. So I'm going to go ahead and... Although, did Seething Song get exiled already? I don't think so. Okay, so they're just going to keep attacking into us for a million. And now we're going to draw land. And I think we're going to... So if we kill the freebooter, we get Bolt back. And then maybe we can stabilize on board and then get to Thundermaw territory. I can kill the Legionnaire. We'll take 3, but then I can maybe play something else. So I think we're in like mid-range mode now. It's our only way out of this. And this is at 10. Okay, so this is a little whiles away. And then I'm going to go ahead and bolt the Legionnaire. Definitely sad when you have to waste your burn spells like that, but I think that Legionnaire was just limiting it was just limiting our creatures too much. It was just going to keep attacking in, and we had no other way to deal with it. So it was just going to pound, just keep going at us for mana. All right, so then they're going to blow something up. We're going to go down to 5, but it does have an echo cost. And a pretty heavy one at that, too. All right, so we need to keep 2 lands. That's what we learned. And we basically can't even play Eidolon right now because it just destroys everything. All right, yeah. So we play Eidolon, we block, nothing, blah, blah, blah. Yep, so we're dead. All right. Game number 3. So is there anything else that we want to bring in now? Phyrexian Revoker, it might be good enough for Ashiok now because Ashiok won that game. And maybe just replace like Jackal Pup. Since Jackal Pup, I don't know, we were getting pretty low in those games. I mean, when you're dropping Eidolon and you're playing a bunch of other spells, that's kind of a given. What about Zealous Conscripts though? Maybe I just really want to get underneath my opponent. Zealous Conscripts can also just win a game, though, because you can just hit them for like 6. You take something and then hit them with it. Yeah, I'll just run it like this. And yes, I would like to play first. Oh no, our nemesis. Well, we're definitely going to mulligan this one because it's nothing castable in it. And this seems a lot better. I'm debating whether Chain Lightning on turn 1. I think I want to go turn 2 because I can then light up the stage. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep this. And what do I want to put on the bottom? I think I'll just put a land on the bottom because I don't think we actually necessarily need one right now, and we might hit a few off of light up the stage. So I'm just going to go land go here. Notably, this card says you can play those cards, so you're going to be able to play lands off of it, which we're going to need to do. Young Pyromancer. Maybe it's worth it to cast that and then go for the light up the stage nonsense. I think it is, because I think we can probably get there with an okay board state now. So we're going a little bit slower, but I'm hoping we kind of snowball out of control. And our opponent hasn't really done anything yet. Still hasn't really done anything. So we're going to go ahead and start casting some spells and making some tokens. And I think I want to do that now, since I missed a land. And then let's go ahead and cast light up the stage. All right, well, those are pretty good cards, but we do not currently have an extra land drop. So we're going to try and get there with 2. And I'm trying to think which one is better, Goblin Guide or Shrine. Because we're only going to be able to cast one of these. If we grab a land, that'll be good. Because then we can go for both. I kind of want both. And we can also put a counter on it as well. An opponent is going to play Ashiok on turn 3 again, because that is what they've done every time so far. All right. So they go ahead and just evoke Shriekmaw on Young Pyro. I think I'm okay with that. All right, land. Not a land. So now we have a debate. Is it better to go for Shrine? I think not, because we're not going to be actually casting red spells anytime soon. This is just going to do so much damage quicker. So I'm just going to go ahead and cast Goblin Guide. All right, so they did get a land off of it. That's always unfortunate, but... All right, how many more? 2 more. Okay. So we know one of the cards in hand. All right, we got Karn. It's going to make a 1/1. There's our mountain. And I'm debating whether to Season Pyromancer here or not. I don't think so, because we have Chandra. I think I kind of like the cards in my hand if we can keep drawing lands. So I think what I'm going to do actually is... That's going to become a 2/2. But Legionnaire doesn't really care. I guess it kind of cares. So what's better, 3 damage against them or killing Karn? I guess we don't even kill Karn, right? So I think it's actually better to... I think it's probably better to just attack them with everything. All right, and they have Go for the Throat. That seems like a fine block for me. Okay, so now do I want to do anything else? Maybe draw into some extra burn. I guess I can do it next turn. Just play Legionnaire right now. This is just an extra thing that they have to deal with. And they're at 8, so we have a lot of stuff that we can draw into that can just start to finish this game out. They're going to make another 1/1. And if that's all they're doing, I am definitely okay with that. Okay. So we already played Goblin Guide, which means we don't have anything we can really draw into that I would care about. So I think I'm just going to attack them with everything. They're going to have a Coal against commands, which is kind of unfortunate because they're going to be able to deal with this and this. All right, they're going to return that to hand and then block Goblin Guide. Nope, they're going to do that and then Okay. So now I think we definitely don't want to play the Pyro. I think we want to play Figure and then Legionnaire again. And then I'm hoping that we can draw into a land that will allow us to play Chandra and then just start upticking and maybe winning the game that way. You can have a Bloodstained Mire. That's fine with me. Freebooter, and it needs to take Chandra now. Oh, no, it can't. Oh, no, yes, it can. I always forget if this is instant or sorcery or just non-creatures. Okay, so they have Coal against commands, which is definitely something of note. All right, can we win here? So I can kill their Karn, but I can also deal 4 damage to them. So they can Coal against command and kill Figure and Porcelain Legionnaire. And if they do that, then I can still deal 4 to them. Or I can make a 1/1 and kill their Karn. And it's unfortunate the only other play I have is to draw extra cards. But so I can't use the 3 mana thing here because they're just going to Kolaghan's in response. So I'm going to Seething Song and I'm going to Zealous Conscript. I'm going to grab their Karn. And they're thinking about countering it, which I kind of want them to do because then I can hit them. I don't think they're going to be able to counter and Kolaghan's command. Are they going to do it now? All right, yeah. So they're going to Kolaghan's command both those things. And I have Seething Song. And I'm going to grab Karn. Going to minus Karn. And I'm going to go ahead and attack for 3. And they take it. Great. They do have 5 cards in hand, which is scary. Baleful Strix, that's pretty annoying. Solemn, I'm okay with that. All right, so what we want to do is like Season Pyro into what? We want like Lightning Bolt, Mountain, and Fire Blast. Well, there's the Mountain. So let's go ahead and drop Season Pyromancer. Okay. Okay. So I don't think I want to attack yet. I want to hope that I draw a card. Wish I could play Steamkin right now, but I cannot. The good thing about Thunder Maw is that it's going to kill Baleful Strix as well. And it's going to tap Kite Sail, too. Okay, so Jace. Nothing too scary. And let's just draw a mountain. Search, that's fine. We're going to get really greedy and attack? No, okay. Mountain. Burst Lightning. Burst Lightning. Okay, well, I can Steamkin, Burst Lightning their Baleful Strix, and then attack. I kind of like that. Let's go ahead and kill their Strix. And then let's just go ahead and attack them. And they can kill the Seasoned Pyromancer, but I'm okay with that. All right. They got removal for that. And then they're going to block and then draw a card. And this is when I have 3, right? Yep. So they put Swamp into graveyard. 3 cards in hand, lots and lots of mana. Chain Lightning. And I don't have the mana to copy it. Oh, man. Sure. I will not copy it. Man, that was like one of the few times that could have been quite relevant. Ashiok? Iskanta. Bribery. But I think my scary creatures are out of here. I guess Avalanche Riders would be pretty annoying. Yeah, so they're going to do that. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I should have Burst Lightning the freebooter, huh? And then gotten Chandra. Okay. So we are so close. We are so close. I'm going to have to pass, though. I hope they play that Bloodstained Mire. They're going to pay for the Echo. Draw their final card. No attacks. Okay, let's hope that this does it. 4 open mana, though. I think I'm going to wait until they Azcanta the Sunken Ruin and then do it. Or should I wait till the end of their turn? If they have counter magic, that's going to be really annoying. But I can free... no, I think I got to... I think I kind of just have to go for it, don't I? Because I can have 2 open mana for, like, Spell Pierce. This is hard. They're going to start playing some annoying stuff for sure. I'm going to wait and see if they use Azcanta. Because these are instants, so... Alright, they did the other blue. So I'm going to Lightning Bolt them. See if they counter that. They don't. Hold on. Before I do that, I'm going to tap one of them for mana. In case of Spell Pierce. And do I gotcha? Nice. We did it. Took a little while to get there, but we did get there. All right. What was I going to draw? Yeah, I made the right call. Great. All right. I'll see you guys in match number 2. Let me go ahead and just open my beer here, ASMR style. Perfect. All right, match number 2, and we are on the draw again, which is especially bad for our deck, but I think we'll make do. So based off of the last game, I think that it's okay to keep this because we can go turn 1 Figure of Destiny, pump it, maybe do another 1-drop. Turn 3 Stone Coil, turn 4 Chandra. I'm just sort of reluctant to get bottlenecked on lands because like our 4 and 5 mana stuff is just so good. So I'll go ahead and keep this. Untapped. Damn. It would have been great for us. Yeah, I made the right call since we can drop Koth afterwards too. And this is great because we can actually Koth -2 into Chandra. So that's what the game plan is right now. Leading with Figure of Destiny will make them think maybe we're like red-white and not just like pure burn. All right, our opponent is on Jund stuff. Wow, that absolutely wrecks us. You know, it's funny. I figured that Wrenn and 6 would be in this cube, but I didn't really think about how good it would be. So let's go Stone Coil. We didn't actually lose too much on that because we can now Stone Coil for 2. And it has protection from Wrenn and 6, actually. Wrenn and 6 can't kill it anyway, but regardless. So now we're like red mid-range. Kodama's Reach. Okay. Kodama's Reach for Jund stuff. I think the scariest thing that I could see from this is blue. No blue. So maybe they're just like mono green, splash red and black. All right. Young Pyro is something, but it dies a Wrenn and 6. That is a problem for our deck, isn't it? That stuff dies a Wrenn and 6. So I can attack Wrenn and 6 and then play Pyro, and then they have to trade the Wrenn and 6 for Pyromancer. I think that that's probably better. I think that's probably better because we're going to have such a strong next play, and we can, if they kill the Wrenn and 6, then our Koth is a little bit more safe. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So I'll go ahead and attack Wrenn and 6. And we're on the mid-range plan now. And maybe draw like a little bit of burn later. And we don't really have anything to follow up spell-wise with Pyromancer, so I'm hoping this is like tantalizing enough for them to go ahead and try and ping it. It was. Okay. Unfortunate thing is that Jund colors can deal with Planeswalkers with like Abrupt Decay and stuff. Okay. Well, I guess Abrupt Decay doesn't work, but Assassin's Trophy. That's in the queue, right? I think so. Okay. So now, is it better to... It's probably just better to Koth and then Chandra, right? There's not really a point of doing one and then the other because I can just start beating down now. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so the front one is the one that I just that I just did, so I'll do a middle one. Because if you choose the wrong mountain, then it can't attack because it has summoning sickness. Okay, so we're on just the beat down mid-range plan now, which is not the worst. Especially because we have Chandra to follow up here. Through the Breach, Emrakul, Atarka. Okay. Good news is that this has protection. That is at least some news. So they're just going to kill Koth and then deal 8 to me. Ooh, and they do have some blue. Protection from multicolored is pretty relevant here, actually. Okay, so what I can do here is I can go mountain. I think what I want to do is mountain and then chain lightning while they have their red tapped out. Well, I want to go Chandra. And then exile top card. I would have loved to cast that, but I will not. I'll go ahead and burn them for 3. Man, the more I play with this Stonecoil Serpent card, the more I realize that it's like pretty good. So like it doesn't have the busted type of Eldrazi like Endless One has for other formats, but protection from multicolored is legit. And like playing against decks where they have Painter Servant, which just like makes everything multicolored, it just makes this like a build at your own true name. Okay, they're gonna morph a. I don't remember what the morph creature is. Isn't there literally just one though in the entire cube? All right, well that's pretty good. So I think I'm going to Shrine and then Pyromancer and then figure out what I want to do with Chandra because I might want to add mana. And then let's Pyromancer. Okay. I haven't played a land yet, so I'm going to be able to do 2 things. So let's go ahead and exile a card. It's a land. Okay. It costs 3, right? And they're going to be able to block. This is no color. So I'll just go ahead and pass. The Through the Breach was definitely scary. Atarka is one of the medium things to Through the Breach. Den Protector, that's what it is. Okay. So they're going to go ahead and, grab Atarka. Okay. Atarka has trample but not haste, right? It only had haste because of Through the Breach. I feel like there's no way it can have haste, right? Because that would be a 13 damage 1 card combo. But our opponent is definitely thinking, which is good for us. And we are technically close to embleming, but I doubt that we'll be able to do that. Because they do have Atarka mana. I think it's like, I think it's 7, right? They're going to attack Chandra. They're going to attack Chandra, and then they're going to Atarka it. So I want to block here. And I'll go ahead and... Oh, can this not be blocked? Great. I can't block it. I never remember what this card does because I'd never pick it. So now they're going to Atarka and then deal with Chandra. And then we're going to want to top deck something and then try to Burning Rage them. Otherwise, we're dead. Oh, this only does 5 damage to creatures or planeswalkers. That's at least something. So that deals with our stuff. Okay, so what would be like insane right now? Thundermaw Hellkite would be insane. And that gets a little bit bigger. Yeah. That is not good because that kills us if we cast that. I think we have to just pass, unfortunately. And I don't know if we're going to win this one. So we'll take 11 here. I can't block anything. Oh, I could have blocked the Tarka here. Oh, no, but trample... It wouldn't have killed it because it says protection. But I wouldn't be at 1. I would have been at 3 here. Who knows if that's relevant because they have a 3 mana thing here. But Golos... Get what? Like Ramanop Ruins? Does it come to play tapped? Yeah. This card was just like built for Commander, right? It just seems like the perfect Commander. 5 colors. You can play it in any deck. It ramps you. It ramps you as a land tutor. Like you can just choose whichever one you want for it. All right, so that's going to get a little bit bigger. Something good. That is not good. All right. We lose. Okay, against Dirtily Stuff. Against Jund Splash Blue through the Breach. What do we want to put in? Again, I don't know if there's really much we want to put in. I think we just want to get under them. I think we just want to get under them and just never look back. They seemed pretty slow. So I think I'm just going to run it back. And yes, I would like to play. And yes, I would like this hand. There we go. This is why we drafted this deck. So we're going to go Figure of Destiny into Eidolon, into Seething Song, into Chandra. That seems pretty good. And we actually can Seething Song into Chandra, make mana, and then make Figure of Destiny a 4/4. All right, let's go ahead and hit them for 1. So they're playing 5 color stuff with Golos. Caryatid, sure. All right. Shrine. Is it worth it to Shrine first? I feel like no, right? Chandra's just so good. We can Shrine later. So we can Seething Song. Sure, I'll take some damage. Chandra. Add mana. Figure of Destiny. Oh, wait, I can't do that, can I? Okay. I messed up, but I'll play Shrine first. I'm dumb. I gotta do this one first. It's level up. Level up before level up. And I didn't attack. I'm an idiot. Punt, 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 punt. That's actually a pretty big deal. 2 extra damage is certainly something. Okay, 4 mana, Harmonize. But now the roads are clear. So we can deal 6 this turn. All right, so let's exile the top card. And yes, I would like to cast that. Thank you. That deals 2 damage, but I also get to deal 2 damage next turn, and the turn after that, and the turn after that. And then let's go ahead and make this bigger. And let's attack with everything. Hope they don't get a land. Nope. Sneak attack seems pretty good, though. Seems like that could be problematic. This is 6, right? Yeah. They're thinking. It's either a good or a bad sign. I don't know what happened when I didn't attack. I think that what did I do? I messed up the Burning Rage Chandra thing beforehand. Okay, so they can sneak attack and sneak something into play here. So that's scary. Okay, are they also going to sneak something into play? Please no. I think they're trying to think if they can sneak something into play and kill stuff, but maybe it looks like they can't. Okay. So does that kill them? I can deal an extra 4. It really depends on what they have to sneak into play. I can also make this... I can also make that really big. All right, so they sneak something into play. They can block one thing. But if they block a 4/4 and I make a 4/4, then they take 4, 8, 10. Oh, Magic is hard sometimes. I think I kind of want to play Koth regardless. I think I want to play Koth regardless. The sneak attack is scary. I think I want to just play Koth and make a mountain. And they're not going to be able to kill Chandra. So I can shrine afterwards too. Yeah, I feel like that's the right thing to do. Okay. Once again, we're going to choose a middle one so that we can actually attack with it this turn. And then what? And then I'm going to wait is what? I'm not going to use Chandra yet. I'm going to attack with everything. They're going to sneak something into play. How bad is it? Okay. That's kind of what I thought it would be. So they can like get rid of 8 damage here. They can get rid of 8 damage here because they can block, deal 4, and then like ping something. And then they take 4, go down to 5. And then next turn, Shrine kills them. And if they go down to 1, that means that they can't actually... that means they can't actually cast anything lower than 3 mana either. All right, so I can choose to deal with both of those and deal 1 to Koth. And then they're going to block 1. Then they take 4. So now the question is, do I want to... Yeah, I think I want to exile because then Shrine just kills them next turn. If they can't kill me, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 permanents, so even I guess Emrakul would kill me, right? Because if they sneak Emrakul into play, they're going to attack a Planeswalker. And then I also kill all my permanents. Yes. But maybe we just like hit a burn spell and win. No, I guess hitting a burn spell wouldn't do anything, right? Because it's that or they take 2. But I don't want to crack Shrine right now. I don't really think I have a choice here. I think I'm just going to exile and then probably do damage. And I cannot cast that, so hopefully they're just dead to Shrine next turn. If they don't kill me with sneak attack. That looks scary. Okay, Faithless Looting. It means they're digging. And they can't double dig unless they get a red land. They did get a red land. Double dig. They were waiting to pay for costs. So the annoying thing is that if they, I would have killed them. Okay, so they can Primus. And I don't think they can deal with all 3 of these things, because now they can attack Koth. And if they can't deal with the Shrine... Oh, but it's going to die, and then they're going to deal with the Shrine that way. Because it's going to get Persist. Damn. That's pretty good. And annoying. And that gains them life. Oh, no. Opponent. Not like this. All right. Thundermaw Hellkite. Stonecoil Serpent. Well, that is something. That is a big something. But it does get blocked by Woodfall. And we unfortunately are sort of out of our top end as well. We also want to... We want to cast spells at least once per turn as well. Because if this flips, the flipping isn't that big of a deal. You know, dealing damage is annoying. But if that happens, then it can flip back and then gain more life. And make more blockers. Devoted Druid. Okay. I hope they like attack with everything. All right. Just Woodfall. That's okay with me. I'm not going to block that. Thundermaw. Lightning Bolt. And this does have trample. So I think I just want to attack. And they're going to have to double block or they're dead. Yes. And then bolt you? Is that enough? Nice. Can't believe we squeaked by with that one. All right. So, I think we want Revoker just for sneak attack. And I think, again, we're just going to take out Jackal Pup. And I think that's it. All right, so we're on the draw now, which is a worse position for us to be in. And this is not a keepable hand. So I'm going to go ahead and mulligan that. This is also not really keepable. It's just so slow. And like maybe we can like get him, but I kind of doubt it. I think we got to go to 5. Okay, this is much better. So we can throw back. What can we throw back? I think we want to throw back a land. Do we want to throw back 2 lands? I guess we have some top end too. I'm gonna throw back Fire Blast, I think. Because that seems more like end the game, and we're just not quite there yet. It's good to know, though, that it is at the bottom of our library now. Okay, so let's go Goblin Guide, and let's start attacking. And they have sneak attack. Good. That's what I wanted them to have. It wasn't. It was not what I wanted them to have. 2-drop. That is a 2-drop. And we can wait until end of turn to play it as well. But we also don't necessarily need to play right now. It might be worth it to remove some of their creatures. Untapped. You're going to do Goblin Guide's job for me? What are you going to do, like flash in a creature? Lightning Strike on Goblin Guide, huh? All right. I see your Lightning Strike. So we know they have sneak attack. And they're going to Kodama's Reach. It's going to be important for us to see which basics they get. So they get Forest. Okay. So I think what we want to do here is actually snipe Blood Crypt. And that was a great draw. So let's go ahead and snipe Blood Crypt. And then let's attack. And I think we're going to probably pay the echo cost on this thing. Caryatid. Yeah, I'm going to pay it. We need some sort of presence right now. Shrine. Okay. Maybe that can go the distance. Mold of 5, though. That seems iffy. Are we just going to get snuck? Looks like it. Atarka? Primus. So they can only kill a land or a Mox. And this is going to come back, and then they're going to kill another thing. So we'll take some damage. And then they will kill another thing. Okay. 3 mana. Light up the stage. I think it's probably more important to play Shrine right now. So I'm going to do that. Because I think that's like how we are going to win here. And sneak attack is certainly scary. I guess 3 cards in hand, though. And the 2 things we've seen so far are Primus and Atarka. Looks like they're casting something. K commands. Ugh. That sucks. That's going to be hard to get past. All right. So I think I need to burn them and then light up the stage. I think we just need to get lucky and draw on to burn. And I'm not playing a land because I might hit one off of light up the stage. Okay. And I can at least Revoker Sneak Attack, but Woodfall Primus is quite large and is probably going to kill us. Okay, so I'm trying to think about what we can get here. Even like Thundermaw just trades with Woodfall Primus. And they're going to return something. K command? Yeah, we're just going to play Revoker and then... Yeah, we can't do anything. All right, GG opponent. Really sad that we lost that. See you guys in match number 3. All right, match number 3. And once again, we're on the draw. But we do have a pretty good hand here. We can go turn 1, 2/2 Stonecoil, turn 2 Eidolon, and then Fire Blast to follow it up with. I think that this is probably keepable. Really stinks. I think that ooh, that's a scary start. Godo. Okay. There could be worse things. Are they going to keep casting stuff? Mono red is just so much better on the play. That it's kind of unfortunate that we went 3 for 3 with being on the draw in game 1. Okay, and all the scary starts that I've seen, that's not the worst. So let's go Emerald, and maybe they don't think that we're on mono red here. Maybe they think we're on like some weird creature strategy. Workshop is either like such a dead card though in this format or insane. And it looks like it's the latter at the moment. Okay. Well, that's not great for us. And I'm guessing that based off of this, that they're trying to cast a non-artifact because they tapped this and this is just sitting. So I think that they're trying to figure something out. Or they're trying to use Signet with... oh no, I'm wrong. They're just casting a Hangerback Walker. Okay, notably this does not work on the abilities though. Only for casting. Because otherwise it would just be... Well, I'd say ridiculous, but it already is pretty ridiculous. So let's go ahead and cast Eidolon, and then hope we can kind of get him that way. And I can't attack because Legionnaire is just going to block. All right. Really hate they put this in cube. This is so annoying. Luckily, we don't really have anything that they can bounce. What are they targeting, though? They're targeting my Mox? Okay, so they want me to take 2 damage. So that was -3, deal 2 damage, draw a card. I'm okay with that. And then they will play Chalice. That's just so annoying, though, because it just, in this format especially, just gets rid of interaction so much. Okay, so we can... I don't really want a Wheel of Fortune right now because of their low cards in hand. But we could. We could go... No, we couldn't. No, we could not. We can't do it this turn. But we wouldn't really, we would not want to do it anyway, so I think that that's fine. So let's just go Mountain, Mox Emerald. We'll take some damage. And then what I think I actually want to do here is... I can only deal that damage to creatures. Okay. So I'm debating dealing with the Legionnaire. Right now the Legionnaire is going to attack and bring this down to 2. But we might be able to deal damage in the meantime, so I think it's worth it to just tick up and just start doing damage. It's unfortunate that we just exiled Hellkite, though, because that was some serious top end. Opponent is down to 12, though. And they can now cast sorceries as though they had flash. Uh-oh. Something big? Something medium, please. Okay. I think I'm okay with that. That is definitely medium. That is not medium, though. And they do have all 5 colors. So they're playing 5-color artifact Golos. Man, if there was ever an indication that new cards have sort of influenced stuff, it's that Golos and Teferi are out in Vintage Cube and are currently like the best cards on the table. Okay, that's not true. Tolarian Academy and Shops is on the table, but you know what I mean. But now it's just so annoying because I want a Wheel of Fortune. Well, I guess I'll just start with Chandra regardless. Okay. I want to be able to Wheel of Fortune, though. And right now, if they attack, what do? I block with Stone Coil? And, like, that's it? Is that good enough? I guess it's good enough. And then what about the following turn? Having Fire Blast in hand isn't the worst, because we do have that little bit of reach that might be able to get us there. Plus, they can't really cast anything. They can't cast things without taking tons of damage. So I think I'll just pass. And yeah, they'll make Hangerback bigger. That's fine. It's notably fine because I'm sort of okay with trading the Stone Coil. And between that and the 3 toughness, the 3 power things, they can't kill Chandra right now. So I'm guessing they're gonna all attack Chandra. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and block. I guess I'll block Golos. Doesn't really matter if I block that or Legionnaire. At the moment, at least. For a hot second, I thought that maybe what was getting calculated was the first strike on Chandra. But I thought that maybe the multicolored here was like Commander rules, where this is a color profile of all 5 colors, so it's quote-unquote multicolored. Okay. So here, I think I want to wheel first. No, I have Fire Blast in hand, though. So here's what I'm debating. I can attack them down for 2, and then 4, and then 8. And then what do they do? They can return something to my hand. I think I'd rather get a look at what I could possibly cast and see if I can do damage, because they only have 1 card in hand. Wheel of Fortune is so risky with the fact that I might not be able to win this turn. Okay. Wait. Why was I not able to cast that card? I would have loved to cast that card. Why couldn't I cast that? It just auto made me not cast it. Does it only work for... What the hell? I didn't do anything. That's really annoying. I would have loved to cast that. That's like exactly what I would have wanted, because I could have dealt the 2 damage from this. So they would have been at 10, and then I could have attacked them, put them down to 6, and killed like their shop or their Tolarian Academy, and had a creature out, and then been able to Fire Blast potentially. Well, that sucks. All right, well, let's just go ahead and attack them. So the other thing I need to consider here is that I cannot Fire Blast them at instant speed. Cannot Fire Blast them at instant speed. So is it worth taking them off of being able to play anything small? Because then I can Wheel of Fortune and then maybe just get them. But I don't want to Wheel of Fortune them right now. And I can just Fire Blast next turn. If they play something small, they're going to be dead anyway. Probably. Like, I don't know what they would play that's small that wouldn't kill. Ooh, that wouldn't kill them. This isn't good. That's a lot of mana for sorcery. This is going to be like Sphinx's Revelation. Time Spiral. Damn it. That sucks. Okay, but we redrew Fire Blast. So we still might be able to win so long as they don't have crazy counter magic. And we still have Eidolon out. So yeah, so they're still going to take damage from stuff. Okay, that wasn't the worst. Honestly, that kind of ended up just being that we Wheel of Fortuned anyway, and we kept the Fire Blast in hand. I'm still really confused, though, about the tick up and not being able to cast the Avalanche Riders. Oh, I know why. That's so annoying. I can't do it with Teferi out. I can't do it with Teferi out. That sucks. Wow. Because this goes on the stack, and then it says you may cast it, and it's technically at the time that you wouldn't be able to cast a sorcery. Well, that seems fine. Unless they tap a bunch of stuff right now. Okay, Narset. Are they going to Time Spiral again? Because that would absolutely suck. If they Time Spiral again, that's just absolutely insane. And they are playing everything out right now. Please don't. Please no. Okay. All right. And what are the 3 revealed cards? Karn. Yeah, that's pretty good. And Time Spiral is one of them as well. You got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. And now they Time Spiral, and then I have no cards in hand. But I can cast Instants right now. They got rid of Teferi. Okay. All right. They got rid of Teferi, so now we're free game for being able to do other stuff. So I can Burst Lightning them and then Fire Blast them. See, this is why this is just such a bad card to put in cube. Drawing cards is so much fun. It also makes the draw 7s just so much better because you just have a second Leovold that's way more splashable and is harder to interact with. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love me a Leovold, but this card is just so much more ubiquitous. Okay, so do I wait for them to attack? They already did some other stuff. So let me just try and see if I can just get them. They have no mana untapped, 6 cards in hand. So let's just cast this. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I want to just Fire Blast them. Let's see if that just gets them. And it does. Great. Great. That's good news for us. Okay. So they have some nonsense going on. They have a 5-color Academy deck. How do we deal with that? If I had green, I'd add an Ancient Grudge. Probably the whatever the hell this thing was, Embereth Shieldbreaker. That does deal with stuff. And do I want to do similar fashion where I just get rid of Jackal Pup? Because it's like the weaker of the 1-drops. It's a 1-drop though. This is technically a 2-drop. Trying to think what else we might want to be able to get rid of. The card's just so good. Yeah. I'll go ahead and just get rid of the Jackal and add in the slight artifact hate. Stonecoil does seem good. And this seems okay. Yeah, I'm cool with this. A little slow. They might be able to just get us with some nasty artifact stuff with Tolarian Academy. But if not, maybe we can squeak by and get an early Chandra with Seething Song. And that was the best card we could have drawn, ladies and gentlemen. Because now we can do some good early pressure on them. And they're going to draw a Signet. Probably going to play that next turn. That is good for us. And I think I want to go for Pyromancer next turn because then we're going to go Seething Song, Chandra. And then we can add 3 and then play a Stonecoil as well. All right, so they're going to ponder and they're going to try to put a land to get hit by Goblin Guide. Okay. So we'll play a mountain. We'll attack with Goblin Guide. And then we're going to play Young Pyromancer. Yep, so they get a maze. And then let's play Young Pyromancer. So Maze is going to deal with one of our things. They're going to play Signet here probably, because that at least gets rid of one of their land drops. Okay. Lightning Strike, that seems pretty good. So let's Seething Song uptick. Well, let's attack first, I guess. Before we do anything, let's just go ahead and attack. And they're going to maze. They do get a land. And then take 2. So then let's Seething Song. And then Chandra. Let's make some mana. And then let's make a Stonecoil. And that like might just be lethal next turn if we draw a land. Because that's 2, 4, 7, 8, 13. All right, so we have Lightning Strike for that. And we have Avalanche Riders for that. So grabbing a land would be great right now, because then we could do both. Lightning Strike is pretty good too. Lightning Strike is actually great, because now we can just go ahead and add 2. Lightning Strike this. Make some stuff. then Avalanche Riders. And we're going to blow the hell out of that Tolarian Academy before it gets insane. And we win. Awesome. That's what Mono Red is supposed to do. All right, so 2-1. 2-1, and we were on the draw every single game. Basically. Every single match, I guess. But yeah, Mono Red stuff. All right, see you guys next time.